Hey loves! Today we're going to be doing a first impressions get ready with me. I have a bunch of brand new makeup that we're going to test out together. So grab a snack, get cozy, and let's get into it. First up, we have some brand new eyeshadows from e.l.f. I'm going to swatch each one, no primer, just on my lid so we can see the colors. But these are the new Finest Fleck glitter eyeshadows from e.l.f. There's 6 shades in total. I was able to get 5 out of 6. They look so pretty. I think these are supposed to be like Urban Decay dupes. So let's start off with the first color in Champagne Showers. I think the packaging on these is really pretty. Just pressing that on the lid. Oh, cute. It kind of gives like a wet sheen. I'm gonna build it up. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. This I think would be a really pretty addition to other eyeshadow looks. So pretty much like a topper. Champagne Showers. That's really pretty. Since we're here, let's compare Space Cowboy to the Champagne Showers shade. Let me wipe my finger. That looks gorgeous though, I will say. I mean, and no primer. And it shows up like that. That's impressive. Let's do Space Cowboy on the other side. I actually do really like this eyeshadow. You can see the tone of Space Cowboy definitely has more of a sort of tannish base, whereas Champagne Showers from e.l.f. is just more of like a translucent base on the lid. I'm gonna build Urban Decay up more. It's not as frosty. I will say this one just gives more of that frosty, wet sheen. Interesting. So not a dupe. I think they're just 2 different products, but I do like the one from e.l.f. more on the bare lids, to be honest. I think it just kind of pops a little bit more. Okay, cool. I just had to see what they look like side by side, but definitely not dupes. I feel like too the glitter from Urban Decay, it's just a little bit more of like that kind of glittery touch, whereas e.l.f. there is some glitter, but it almost just looks more wet on the lids. All right, next color we have is White Hot. Oh my gosh, these are so pigmented. Again, with no primer, that is very impressive. I think you're gonna get the best application with your finger. So that is White Hot. Also very wet, very intense. I cannot wait to top these over my eyeshadow because I think they're just gonna really pop. Now I'll show you on the other side. If you don't want this much, you could always just dab your finger in a little bit and just very lightly tap the color onto your lid so it's a little bit of a lighter tone, but it's definitely frosty because this is a pretty light shade. So you could really build it up, or you can keep it really light and cute and just use it as a little topper. That's really pretty. This is one of those colors that you could put in the inner corner. You could just apply a little bit of bronzer in your crease and then add this shade over top for a little pop. So that's pretty. I think the packaging is also just like really cute. Next color I'm excited about, Pop Off Pink. It actually looks more of like a purple color. Oh wow, I think it's like a color shifting shade. It looks a little bit different in the pan as it moves. There's still a little bit of leftover glitter particles, so I'm gonna use some makeup remover just to really get everything off as best as I can. But that typically happens with glitter. There's always a little bit of particles left behind. I think that helps. Now let's go in again with the shade Pop Off Pink. It's kind of like a mid-tone pinky purple. I think these built up beautifully, even on just my bare lids. That's very impressive. So I can only imagine over top of other eyeshadows, I think these would give a really nice pop, and they would be a good addition to especially like a matte smoky eye. Pop Off Pink. I like these. This is a more of a translucent pinky purple. Next color we have is Straight Fire. This is like that blue-brown kind of shade. Okay, that's different. This is not my favorite color out of the bunch, but it is cool. I guess it depends on the eyeshadow look. It's A little bit more bold compared to the other ones, which are more neutral, of course. Straight fire. It definitely has that reddish brown undertone, but then a little bit of that bluish sparkle, which you might be able to see in the light. As you move it and as you move your eyes, you can see that color shifting. Blue-brown tone, straight fire. And this is the last color I have, and it's Glit, which is a beautiful gold. So this is going to be, I think, really nice for the holidays. And this is what that shade looks like. I will say they're not super sparkly. I feel like the glitter is very, very fine, but it almost, like I said, gives that wettish look. Curious to see how these are going to look over top of eyeshadow. I'm going to apply some transition shades and then add a color over top, but I do like it. I think the gold is subtle, but it's pretty. It does have that yellow gold base. Now let's prime the lids and do some eyeshadow. Of course, I'm going to just go in with my Rare Beauty eye base. For eyeshadows, I'm going to go in with the Revolution Smoky Icon palette. I've mentioned 2 other variations of this palette, and I think it is gorgeous. So this is the cool toned version. It's nice because you get some shimmers, some mattes, and then 2 cream colors in here as well. So I'm going to focus on some of these transition colors in here first. Let's go in with this shade first just to set down that primer. If you have not tried these, definitely add to cart if you want some affordable eyeshadows. I think the formula is fantastic and definitely upgraded compared to other Makeup Revolution eyeshadows. I really like the other 2 that I've tried, so I already know this one's gonna be good. And I love a good cool tone eyeshadow palette, and I feel like it's kind of hard to come by at the drugstore with this much variety. But we also have a little gold pop in there, which I think is really pretty. Let's go into this gray shade right here. I'm going to add a little bit of that medium tone brown color. I love that there's a light brown in here to kind of just break up a little bit of the cool tones. It's not warm. It's kind of just that perfect soft brown that's not too warm. I like that, especially with the gray tones. Let's go into this really deep purple. I'm very lightly building that color up, just tapping it on that outer lid to smoke this out. I'm going to add a touch of this really dark brown. And as I do that, I'm also kind of like smudging it right on my lash line a little bit, just to give it a little smoky-ish look. I'm loving the cool tones. I feel like they're a little bit softer as far as pigment versus the warm tone palettes. These definitely have a little bit more of a buildable formula, whereas the other ones I think have a little bit more pigment right off the bat. Okay, I'm going to do a little shadowing, duh, but I'm actually going to use this really pretty shimmery navy color. I kind of want to try it out and see how it would look as eyeliner because it looks pretty dark. And I'm going to spray it with some setting spray. So it's almost going to look like a metallic-ish eyeliner, at least that's what I'm hoping for. That's what it looks like. I like it. My trick to perfecting your shadow wing, especially when it doesn't look good, is just taking a wipe right underneath and just cleaning it up. You could even kind of use your nail to carve out the shadow underneath and give it a more precise look. Let's add some glitter. We desperately need this badly. So I'm gonna start off with the color Champagne Showers. Or do I want to do the pink? Maybe I'll just mix. Let's just mix. Let's have some fun. All right, let's tap that over top. To be honest, I think these looked prettier on my bare lids versus over top of this eyeshadow. Let's do the Pop Off Pink color. You guys know I'm always layering, so we gotta just see how it looks when you add different shades. Very sparkly, but I wonder how these would look with a brush. I'm curious. I'm gonna add a little bit of the color White Hot with a brush to the inner corners. I'm gonna, of course, add some concealer, but oh, okay, it actually does pick up the color pretty nicely in there. Oh yeah, that's really sparkly. I have to play around with this more. I don't know. Since we're talking about glitter, I have to mention these. I don't know, did I talk about these on my channel? I don't remember, but let me grab this gorgeous glitter stick. I know I talked about it on Instagram and TikTok, which if you don't follow me, you should. These are the Dose of Colors multi-use shimmer sticks. I hope that these become available again because last time I looked they were out of stock. But these are literally just that. It's called It's Literally Magic multi-use shimmer stick. This one is in Icy and it also comes in Stardust. But this glitter, it just gives you that really gorgeous, super sparkly, translucent glitter that you can pretty much just dab over any of your favorite eyeshadow looks. I love that there's no mess. So I'm like really hoping that they bring these back because I think this is one of the best glitters I've ever used. Even more than the Fenty Diamond Bomb, which I love that one. Nothing compares to that, by the way. I feel like even the e.l.f. glitters, I mean, they're pretty, but they don't give that Diamond Bomb kind of glitter. I feel like this is a little bit of a different kind of glitter, but I'm gonna add this over top because I feel like I need a little bit more, and it's because I don't really like the eyeshadow that I used underneath. So let me add this Dose of Colors. I feel like this just takes it there. It takes it to the next level. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at this eye versus this. The glitter is just next level. It does not compare. It's a little bit more reflective and just more sparkly, you know? Oh yeah, that is just what I needed. I'm like also kind of experimenting with this color right here. I don't know what it is, but this kind of eyeshadows that look like this, I don't like the way that they look. It like creeps me out a little bit, like this one right here. But the swatch is really pretty. I kind of want to apply it on my lid at this point. I'm just applying so many different eyeshadows. Like, what is happening? I don't care. We're just playing. Okay, that's what it's like, a kind of gray, I don't know, grayish color. It's different. You see? I like the tone of it. It's like I don't hate the look, but like I don't love it. Like I don't know what it is. But we're gonna move on now because I'm over this eyeshadow and I'm done with the eyes. We have a lot going on, but it's all good because we're just playing. It's not that serious, you know? It's like at the end of the day, sometimes when I get frustrated when I'm doing makeup, I'm like, it's just makeup, girl. Like, let's move on. I'm gonna just add a little extra boost to my under eyes. I love my all-in-one multi-balm from Dalba. I've been talking about this a ton because it's so hydrating, especially right before I'm about to do my concealer. I think it just gives a good amount of hydration. And when I'm wiping away the fallout and everything, my under eyes get kind of dry and tight. So I need this before makeup. You could honestly put this all over your face, but I love it for the under eyes. It just, look at the hydration. It refreshes them so nicely. Let's move into primer. So I have this new one here from Milani. It is the Conceal and Perfect Blur Out Smoothing Primer. I picked this up at Ulta. So this is what it looks like. It kind of reminds me of the Glowish primer from Huda Beauty. We're gonna see if these pores get blurred. Let's test it out. Oh wow, it's definitely like a paste. It's a little bit thicker, but it is very smooth. Okay, so here we have primer. No primer. It's actually also kind of cooling, which is nice. I like how it just smoothed out my skin. Definitely did. Oh wow, that looks really good. Feels so nice. Even though it is thicker, it has a nice glide to it with the texture. Oh, that feels good. It's definitely very cooling. It feels nice. I'm gonna put some on my forehead. We do have a new foundation here today too from CoverGirl. The primer feels good. Oh my gosh, I could apply this all day. It is cooling. Like, I'm cool as a cucumber right now. Truly. We have a lot of glitter on the eyes right now, so if you're watching this, comment a disco ball emoji, because that's literally what my eyeballs look like. Or eyelids, I should say. This feels amazing. Like, it's actually so refreshing right now on my face. Blur Out Smoothing Primer, I agree. It says it hydrates and blurs with a cooling sensation. Yes. Enhanced with hyaluronic acid, 3% niacinamide, and 5% glycerin. Wow, that feels incredible. I actually really like the texture of it. It feels really nice. And I feel like I needed that too, so that was good. And then for foundation, we're gonna try out this from CoverGirl. It is the Clean Invisible foundation. I'm gonna mix 2 shades that they sent over. No idea if it's gonna match, but we shall see. I'm gonna mix shades 107 Light Beige and 148 Perfect Beige. I don't think this is gonna match, but we are gonna just have to try. So it says it's a fragrance-free foundation. Oh, I think they just changed the packaging and now it's fragrance free. So the formula might be a little bit different, but I think it's pretty much like their other Clean Invisible foundation, but different packaging now, and it's fragrance free. It says buildable coverage, skin-like finish, clean, lightweight formula, blends easily and melts into skin, so it looks and feels like your skin, but better, and it won't clog your pores. CoverGirl foundations, for me, can be hit or miss. Some of them are good, some of them I don't really like. I'm still loving the satin foundation from e.l.f. because it is so good and the shades are amazing. These are the 2 colors. We're going to do a little mixing action here and hopefully get a good match. The primer is still cooling on the skin, by the way, so I really like that so far. Feels amazing. Oh, do we have a good match? Maybe. I'm going to use an Ultimate Blending Brush from e.l.f. It says it's fragrance free, the foundation. I feel like it kind of just smells like their other CoverGirl foundations. It's not bad. It's not strong, which is nice. Definitely has more of like a natural coverage. I feel like it just evens out your skin tone. Doesn't really give a lot. The match is not as bad as I thought it was going to be mixing those 2 shades. So I definitely agree with the claims. This is one side with the foundation. I do think it is your skin, but better. And then this is without. So it just kind of refreshes the skin, gives pretty coverage, but it's just a really kind of natural foundation. It doesn't have a lot of coverage, but it does say Clean Invisible. So that's pretty much what it is. Let's try a new blush. This one is the Cheek Kiss Liquid Blush and Glow from Milani. I should have got the pink shade maybe, but let's see. This is pretty. We are going to blend with the BK Beauty 109 brush. Okay, wait, I love this color. I got this color because I thought it would be really nice for fall, and it is. Oh, that actually blended in really nicely. Okay, wait, that's pretty. I like it. Gorgeous blend. Pretty glow, too. Oh, I like that. Okay, wait, that's pretty. Might need to get more colors. They had quite a few different shades. I like how it gives pigment, but glow at the same time. I actually really like that. Very pretty color, pretty pigment. I think the shade is also gorgeous. It's like that warm kind of natural copper with a gorgeous kind of golden highlighter look. I have a new powder but not a new concealer, so I'm going to just use my House Labs concealer because I just love this, and I know I've pretty much been using it in every single one of my videos, but you know how it is. When you love a product, it's hard to put it down. I'm going to use an N14 brush from BK Beauty to blend that in. I'm going to add a little bit more blush, but this is what the color looks like. I think it's absolutely perfect. They also had some pinky tones, which I want to try now because this looks really good. I wasn't sure if I was going to love the formula, so I just got one, but I like it. You can really build it up too. Wow. I'm doing quite a bit of this because I feel like when you add the powder, sometimes then the blush kind of just fades, especially when it's liquid like this. So I'm just adding quite a bit, but I actually do really like the way that color looks, and like the glow is very pretty. We're gonna try out a new powder from xoxo, which I actually do like, the Cloud Set powder. So I got the shade Peachy and Cloudy. Peachy is peach, cloudy is that soft pink. We're gonna try both. I'm gonna do one on one side, one on the other. Because honestly, this makeup, it doesn't really matter. I'm not going anywhere today. We are literally just playing. I got these little puffs from e.l.f. They're so cute and little. They come in a 3-pack. I got them at Walmart. Aren't these adorable? Oh, I love them. They have the bigger puff from e.l.f., but I think I like this one more because it's tinier. So let's do peach first. I'm nervous. Hopefully this doesn't like look terrible. Okay, that's very peach. It's very much orange. It's not peach. But of course this is probably not for my skin tone, let's be real. I thought it was really gonna be like a soft, pretty peach. Thank God I'm not going anywhere. Let's try the pink one. Okay, the pink is pretty. I think the pink gives like a really nice soft pink hue. The peach, I thought it was gonna kind of give this, but like a peachy vibe, but it's like honestly straight up orange. I wonder how it would look on it, like deeper skin tone. Yeah, the pink is pretty. The pink I can get with. This is orange on my skin. Maybe it's because I used a puff. Yeah, probably because I used a puff. I should have known. But then again, like, how was I supposed to know? You know what? We have to try this again. The pink is cute. I like the pink. I like that. Let's try this again. I'm gonna try it with a brush because like what the heck was that? That was so bad. But that's why we play. We play with the products. That's kind of the point, you know? The pink is gorgeous. But I feel like I gotta give that like another fair chance, you know? Plus, again, it might not be for my skin tone, which is fine. So that's okay too. Going in with a bunch of concealer. I don't even care how this looks at this point because whatever. BK Beauty 113. Oh, the blush. It was so pretty. I'm just gonna reapply it. You know what? I'm gonna use that same brush that I just used for my concealer. I'm just gonna spot clean it because it's fluffy but flat, and I think it fits really nicely onto the under eyes. So I'm gonna use that same peach powder. Okay, yeah, it still gives that kind of orangey hue. This is definitely not for my skin tone. I wish it was a little bit of a lighter peachy tone. I feel like it's pretty dark, honestly, though. I thought it was just gonna be like my application with the powder puff, because typically with a puff, it's gonna really pack on the product way more versus with a brush, it's gonna just disperse it a little bit more softly, you know, like it diffuses it a little bit lighter. But the color itself, it's just, I wish it was lighter. I wish it had this kind of a light peachy tone. This kind of looks like a color corrector almost on the under eyes. It's just, it's way too orangey. So not for my skin tone. Let's set the rest of the makeup. I'm going to use the Can't Stop Won't Stop powder. I have a new bronzer that I want to try. By the way, this one's in light medium. I don't think I can fix my under eyes on the other side. The powder does look really smooth though, I will say. Let's bronze up the skin. I got this new one from Rem Beauty. I don't know if it's Rem or REM Beauty. I hear people saying it differently, but this is the bronzer in Out of Office. And I was debating between this color and the color under it. And I think I kind of should have got the other one because this might be a little bit too dark, but we're gonna try it. Honestly, this makeup look can't get any worse than what it is. So at this point, like, it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna use an angled brush. I'm thinking, do I want to use this one? Yes, BK Beauty A507. It's very warm. I've heard really good things about these bronzers. I like her blushes. The powder blushes I think are pretty. They almost have a blurring property to them. Oh yeah, this is very warm. You can see that color right there. This reminds me the color of a bronzer I used to use back in the day. Oh wow, it looks really blurring. Give Me Sun from MAC. It kind of has that similar undertone. I used to use that bronzer in high school and it's very warm, very orangey, but it does blend really nicely. You see how that just like warmed up my forehead beautifully? Oh, I actually like that. I just heated my lash curler up and we're gonna try out a new mascara because I just realized I put nothing on my eyeballs or eyelashes. Curling my lashes. I just heated up my lash curler. I want to make sure it's not too hot. I forgot to do mascara. That usually does not happen. I was just so over the eyes. I was ready to move on to the face and I forgot. Let's try a new mascara. This is the CoverGirl Super Cloud mascara. I picked this up at Walmart. CoverGirl mascaras I can get into. They have a lot of good ones. Lots of my favorites actually. And this one is in black brown, which I love. I love a good black brown mascara. I love the baby blue. Oh, okay. The wand is different. It kind of has those little like spiky bristles. Super boost your lashes to the highest heights, up to 125% weightless length, instant lift and lashes. Okay. It does kind of have that Lash Blast wand, if you guys are familiar, where it's a little bit harder on the eyes. I used to use the CoverGirl Lash Blast all the time years ago, the orange one. The wand on this one is kind of like those, but it's a little bit thinner. I will say it is separating my lashes really nicely. And it does have that kind of Lash Blast formula where it's a little bit more on the dry side. I just added some black liner. This is the Rimmel Exaggerate Waterproof Eye Pencil, which I have been using nonstop. It is such a good black liner, and whenever I don't like my eye makeup, I'll just add black liner and I feel like it helps. The mascara is okay. Probably not my favorite CoverGirl mascara. I think they have better ones. I'm just recurling my lashes. It does separate and give some length, but I don't really love the wand. I don't know. I like the Cleantopia mascara more from CoverGirl personally, so it's alright. We have some new lipsticks here from Essence. I want to try one of these new colors. I have the Slim Stick Long Lasting 6-Hour Lipstick from Essence. I'm actually going to eat right after this, so we'll see if it actually holds up after eating. But I want to also line my lips. I got another one of these lip liners from Fenty because I am obsessed with this formula. I got the color Peanut Butter 04. I have 05 and 06, which I love. This is a little bit of a lighter tone, so let's try it. I love how these glide on. I think this is definitely the creamiest lip liner that I own. Oh, that's a nice color. It's very natural. It's like a natural brown color. Now let's try out these Essence lipsticks. This one that I have is in the color Over the Top Nude 102. Or do I want to try them more? Yeah, let's try this one. It's like a pink. Pretty pigment. Probably need like a little bit of a darker lip liner, but I still like it. Super creamy. Has a nice amount of pigment too. Wow, long lasting. I'm surprised because it just feels so creamy. I'm gonna top this off with a lip oil anyways because I have to show you guys these. These are so gorgeous. So e.l.f. came out with a new lip oil in the shade Crystal Baller. I wish that they had this color by itself or different shades with this formula. It's beautiful. I filmed a short video, so I already tried it yesterday, but it's so pretty. It's this little quad and it comes with the new shade and then 3 of their best-selling shades, which is Pink Quartz, Jam Session, and Rose Envy. This is one of the best affordable lip oils. I mean, they're not going to be extremely long wearing, but I think the formula is fantastic. It's not sticky. I love the big doe foot. It's just a really nice lip oil formula. So And also we are like filled with glitter today, so I'm gonna try out the Crystal Baller shade here with you guys. It is so beautiful. Like I wish they would come out with different variations of like different shades with this kind of finish. I would love that. The texture is so smooth, not gritty. I'm trying to remember to wipe this before I dip it back into the packaging, but I would literally just buy more of these kits for this color alone. It is so beautiful. See how it kind of has that sparkly touch? Love. It is so good. So Elf, you really did it with this. I want more colors. I wish this was permanent. Hopefully it's not just a holiday launch because it is perfect. You know that one audio? It's on TikTok. It's from Tyra Banks. It's from America's Next Top Model, I'm pretty sure. But she says, "This is so bad, I want to give you a 0. But that's not possible. So I give you a 1. That's how I feel about this makeup look right now. I just added more pink powder thinking it would help and it didn't, so let's just not do that anymore. But I'm gonna set because I feel like I need some kind of setting spray, and this is gonna be my second time trying out the NYX face glue setting spray. I actually really enjoyed it the first time that I used it. This line is really good. The primer to this is good too. I just tested this out in my full face of NYX, and this felt very matte the first time that I used it, so it definitely is a more mattifying setting spray. It does say also it is transfer resistant, but I don't know 100% about that, but it is a mattifying spray. The mister on it could be better. It's not terrible, but it doesn't, you know, like apply super evenly. Like you kind of have to, it shoots out a little bit aggressively. So this was a very interesting video and not one of my favorite get ready with me's, but that's what it's all about, trying new products. They're not always gonna work, and that's just how the cookie crumbles. So let's talk about some definite no's, things that I'm just like not really loving. Don't really love this mascara. I think CoverGirl also has better alternatives to this one. I mean, you might love it if you're into the Lash Blast line. You might like this because the wand is similar, it's just a little bit thinner, but I like the Cleantopia more than this one. The peach powder, this is a definite no. It's just not it for my skin tone. It's just clearly straight up orange, and it does not do anything other than make me look like an orange creamsicle. So we don't love that, but I love the pink version. The pink is stunning. It does give that really soft, blurred, brightening look, and I will continue using this one. I think this is really pretty. The mattifying spray from NYX, it's definitely so mattifying. My face feels a little bit tight, so I think if you have oily skin, you would love this, or if you're just into a matte finish with your setting spray. I wish the mister was a little bit better, but it's not terrible, but it definitely does mattify your makeup for sure. I want to keep experimenting with the eyeshadow. Same with these little e.l.f. eyeshadows. I want to keep playing around with them a little bit more. I think the sparkle is pretty. Honestly, it looked even better without me applying any eyeshadow underneath. I think they look really good just on the bare lids. So I want to keep trying these out. This Milani Liquid Blush and Glow is gorgeous. If you love a glowy cheek, you're gonna really like this. I mean, I did apply a lot of powder, so you can't really see much of the glow, but I think the pigment is on point and it blends so nicely onto the skin. I love this color too in 160 Canela. 10 out of 10. This Rem Beauty bronzer blended like a dream. I love the soft matte finish, and I just think it is the perfect warm tone bronzer. I kind of want to try out the shade underneath, which is a little bit lighter than this one, but it is beautiful. I will definitely continue using this. This is gorgeous. I think the lip combo is really cute too. The lip liner from Fenty is nice if you like a very natural, everyday soft brown. I also really want to experiment more with these slim sticks from Essence. I thought the color payoff was gorgeous. Feels really creamy too on the lips, but we'll see if it actually is a 6-hour lipstick. I'm literally about to eat after this, so I'll keep you posted. And then I love this new lip oil from e.l.f. Like I said, I just wish that it came by itself, or that we had this like a quad with this kind of formula. It is so pretty. I feel like you can't really see it that well with this lip combo because it's kind of lighter, but I tried it yesterday with a little bit of a darker lip liner and it really pops so much more. So definitely recommend that. If you love the e.l.f. lip oils, you're gonna love that new shade. But overall though, this was fun. Like I said, that's what it's all about, playing with new makeup. It's not always gonna be cute, but it's still fun to experiment and try out new things. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you tried any of these down below, and that is everything for now. Thank you guys for being here. Make sure to subscribe for new videos every week, and I'll see you very soon in my next one. Bye!